Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mallory and I'm so glad that you joined me for my 15-week pregnancy update. Hey guys, welcome to the channel if you're new as well, and welcome back if you're old. If you've been here before, we're gonna jump into my 15-week pregnancy update. I actually just recorded right before this one my 13 and 14-week pregnancy update. So I'm in a groove already. I am recording this when I'm 15 weeks and 1 day pregnant. I just didn't get to it yesterday. All my family went back home after being here for a month. It's so quiet. So I'm trying to keep busy and just like get stuff done that I just wasn't able to get done while they were here. If you enjoy pregnancy updates, I am planning on from now on out, unless you know I'm traveling 1 week and have to combine weeks, I am planning on doing a weekly update from here until the baby's born. And then let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see a video that would be like my first trimester must-haves. I know that's pretty popular with people who do pregnancy update videos. So would you guys like to see what was like a necessity for me or that really helped me in the first trimester? I know that I talked about a lot of stuff in different videos, but personally, I find it helpful when somebody does a video dedicated to products or services that they used in each trimester. So let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see that. You could also give me the avocado emoji because this is how big the baby is this week. Little spoiler alert. Let's get into the update. First, my stats. My weight this morning, so I'm going to be doing pregnancy weigh-ins in the morning. Just to keep it consistent, I was 118.8 pounds. I did not weigh myself for week 14 because we were traveling, but 2 weeks ago I was 118.6. That was at night, so I probably was like a pound or more lighter in reality. So, and I have read on my apps like Ovia app and the Bump app say that by now you should have gained about 5 pounds. So I think my starting weight before pregnancy was like maybe 111, 112-ish. So I've gained like 6 pounds, 6 or 7 pounds, but it's fine. You know, it's not an exact science. Some people are going to gain a little more quickly and then slow down, or gain less quickly and then speed up. I wasn't, you know, vomiting. I only like threw up a couple times, and even then I didn't actually throw up anything, so I didn't lose weight at all because I wasn't really actually sick. My belly circumference was 34.75 inches, so we're almost at 35 inches. 2 weeks ago it was at 34, so I'm definitely growing. Like I said, the baby is the size of an avocado. I love avocados, and I don't know, it's just amazing. 4 inches, about 4 inches from, I think they're still measuring crown to rump, but the little baby, so cute. Here's my board. I'll put in a picture of my board. According to, also my app, the Bump app, says that the baby is about 2.5 ounces. So gaining weight. That's one reason why mom is gaining weight, is because baby is. And then the Bump app also says that the baby is becoming more proportional and moving around a lot. I do have my next, my 4th prenatal appointment on Monday. So I'll be almost 16 weeks by that point, and we should be able to know the gender. And I'll talk more about that later in the video. Okay, so let's get into my symptoms. I'm just like tossing around this avocado. My symptoms, I'm still peeing about once a night. I have to get up maybe like a couple hours after going to bed because I try to drink water all throughout the day, even into the evening. So smells, like being sensitive to smells and gagging is getting a little better. I'm not as sensitive, and especially if I have a full stomach. or, you know, am snacking. However, I am starting to realize that the gagging reflex is starting to become a mental problem, like a mental thing, not so much a physical reaction. So when we were traveling, again, I've experienced this on previous trips while being pregnant. I leave the house and I go to a hotel and I don't have the problem with smells. It just smells super clean. There's just no smell. And then I'm able also to eat breakfast right away, like at the breakfast buffet at the hotel. And that helps as well. And then as soon as we got home, I'm like almost gagging when we walked in the house. And I did discover that somebody had, like, we hadn't taken out the plastic recycling. There's like some food residue on a piece of like a piece of plastic thing. And that's probably what I was detecting when we walked in the house. But I also think it's a mental thing that I just associate gagging now with being in our apartment, which is not good. So I'm working on like positive self-talk, like trying to tell myself, no, you don't need to gag. Everything's fine. You are fine. Like, you know, trying to reprogram my mind, like, you don't need to gag. Like, just because you're walking into the kitchen in the morning doesn't mean you have to gag. You know, everything's fine. So I did pick up dog poop yesterday and I didn't gag. I've been able to feed Zoe 2 days in a row and I didn't gag for like the past month. Like, Mark's been feeding her at night like he usually does. And then my mom was feeding her in the morning. So, and then we were traveling for like a week and a half. So she was at the kennel. So then I was like, oh boy, everyone's going to leave and I'm going to have to do everything myself now again. And I was fine. Like, I do breathe through my mouth when I do it because her food is just stinky in general, but I was fine. So yay. So I'm working on my mind with the gagging thing. I have had great energy. You can probably tell from the video, way different than like 7 weeks ago when I was just in a rut. It just felt like it would never end, but it does. At some point it does. Like I said, lots of traveling. It's been super fun. I miss my family. I can't wait to see them again. We had just such a great time together. I was having a little bit of mild back pain, just like lower back pain. And I have scoliosis and I actually have rods in my back. Just a little fun fact about myself. It'll be 19 years next month since I had my surgery. Anyway, so it'll be interesting to see like how my back problems flare or don't flare with this pregnancy. But you know, as your belly stretches and goes out, then it's going to put more pressure on your back, whether you have scoliosis or not. But I'm very hypermobile in my lower back because of the scoliosis and having the rods. I can only bend like at the waist. I can't bend my spine for the most part, just my lower spine. Just some mild back pain, and I can tell things are stretching, you know, the muscle. Sometimes I feel some muscle tension and things like that. But really, overall, I've really been the same as week 14. I'm just like saying these things to make it sound interesting, but I feel great. And I'm really thankful for that because I know that not everybody feels that way. Some people will still feel sick at week 15 and some people will feel sick their whole pregnancy. So I'm just really thankful that that's the case for me. That was the case for my mom. So a lot of times it's hereditary, and it's, I think, also the diet. I was very unhealthy the first trimester. I had all these great dreams. Now I'm starting to ease back into more of normal eating, especially now that we're not traveling, and trying to eat more veggies and stuff like that. One thing that was a little bit concerning to me is that I mentioned in my last video that I felt twitches that probably were the baby moving in weeks 13 and 14, but I have not felt, I don't think I've felt any twitches in week 15, and that kind of worried me, and I told that to my mom, and she's like, don't worry about it, it's probably fine, it's so early, you know, maybe those twitches were not the baby moving, it could have been that as well. So I haven't done the Doppler in a couple weeks, just again traveling. So I might do that today just to check and see what's going on. Again, don't rely on the Doppler for medical stuff at home, but I enjoy it, it's fun. All right, cravings and aversions, again, really none. If you see on my board, I guess you can't really see it I wrote on my board, no real cravings, but I'm loving Asian food. So like yesterday I made this glass noodle salad. The day before that we had these Korean beef bowls from one of my favorite cookbooks, Cook Once, Eat All Week by Cassie Joy Garcia. So go check her out, Fed and Fit on Instagram. And then tomorrow we're gonna have the glass noodles left over today. And then tomorrow I'm gonna make some fresh spring rolls with pork. And yeah, I'm just loving Asian food. But it's not really a craving, it's just what sounds good. You know, like there's a difference between like being into something and craving it. So that's just what sounds appetizing. Really no aversion still, but for some reason the past couple days, the thought of chicken just sounds really gross. So I probably won't be eating chicken anytime soon, but I probably could if I had to. Again, beef and pork, that's my jam. Something new, let's talk about some fun pregnancy stuff. So I mentioned that, or first of all, one, I'm realizing that I don't need quite as much sleep as I did before. I'm not needing 9 to 10 hours. It's more 8 to 9, which is more, again, my normal self. I function really optimally at around 8.5 hours. Now, let's talk about the fun thing. Oh, clearly I'm scatterbrained. Another new thing this week, I feel like I had a lot of new things this week, just circumstantially speaking. I had a dental appointment yesterday, so it was the first time I got my teeth cleaned in pregnancy. They said, you have really clean teeth, you look great. My gums, which this is totally normal, my gums just were so sensitive during the appointment. Like they used like the water cleaner and then the scraper and then the polisher. When they were just doing all of that, I could taste blood in my mouth and I was like, am I bleeding? And she said, yeah, it's a little more than normal, but it's totally normal for pregnancy. So it's just, I could feel my gums kind of pulsating afterwards, but that went away pretty fast. And they just said to, you know, continue doing, like I have, again, they said I have really clean teeth, you know, and I don't even floss every day. So I know I should, but they said to add in a fluoride rinse like 1 time a day just to protect the teeth a little more during pregnancy. So I'm going to start doing that. I know some people are kind of, especially more natural people, like try to avoid fluoride, but I have really sensitive teeth and fluoride does help with sensitivity and or more sensitive teeth. And so I'm using the Sensodyne toothpaste, which does have fluoride in it. I'm just going to do the fluoride thing, the rinse for pregnancy, and then probably stop after that. Oh, and also, especially for all you military spouses out there, please be aware that with Tricare, which is, I think it's United Concordia that it's through, but if you're a military dependent and you're pregnant, you get 1 extra cleaning while you're pregnant. So essentially you could have like a cleaning every 3 months. So definitely if your insurance covers an extra cleaning during pregnancy, definitely take advantage of that. They told me that I didn't really need to, but it's just a good idea. Finally, hi Zoe, what you doing? So the last thing is something super fun, and that is let's talk gender reveals. We will announce the gender on YouTube, and I do plan on doing like a dedicated video to that. We're going to announce to our family and friends first, and then I'll do YouTube. But yesterday, I just finally decided on what I wanted to do. At first, I was thinking of having a party, but then I was like, I don't have that many in-person friends here in Germany. Plus, that's just like so overwhelming and then costs more money, right? To like buy food and, you know, decorations or whatever. So we're not going to do a party, but we're just going to do something in our house, in our home, and live stream it on Facebook. So, and like FaceTime our families and then make a YouTube video. I determined what I want to do, and I'm not going to tell you guys exactly what it is, but it has to do with balloons, and it's going to be really fun. It's going to be kind of like a game. I'm so excited. So I have my prenatal appointment on Monday, and my doctor, it'll be almost 16 weeks. So he said he should know. Keep an eye out for a gender reveal video at some point after this video goes up. So yeah, I'm so excited. It's gonna be really fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. I think you will. Okay, well that is all for week 15. Again, I'm feeling great. Thank you guys for your support, your prayers, your comments. It just means a lot to me when I hear from people that say like they're, you know, keeping up basically with the pregnancy. And I definitely, as I go along the pregnancy, of course, doing more pregnancy and mom related things. It's so weird to think of myself being a mom already. You know, once you're pregnant, you're a mother, and then having a baby like outside the womb, it's just, so I do want to do more motherhood stuff and like home life stuff. I feel like it'll be a lot more interesting with a baby rather than myself. Here I am sitting on my computer, boring. Anyway, so I really appreciate the support, and stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe and stick around for week 16. See you next time.